Hello. Hi, everyone. So, Mario, right? We're all familiar. I went to Walmart this past week, as I am known to do, as is my hobby now, and I waited in the parking lot for the old man that has the evil games. To my surprise, he actually was accompanied by someone this time. Like a small child, actually, like very small. Probably a couple inches tall. I didn't even see him at first. I think I almost squashed him like a bug. But then he was like, "No, be careful. My grandson is visiting." And then he hoisted up this little tiny boy. Um, and so the grandson was like, "Oh, I'm so happy to be here with you, Granddad. Who is this lady? Is she your new wife?" And I was obviously disgusted at this, and he was obviously disgusted at this, and he was like, "No, no, child. Please, go off and play with a ball for a moment, will you?" And then he sort of like pulled like a dog squeaky ball out of his pocket and threw it like sort of at a Prius that was parked near us. And the child was like, "Okay, I'll get it. Who boy?" And then he hopped out of his hand and went to get it. Anyway, so obviously the old man was like, "Okay, we have to be quick about this. He can't know about Evil Mario. No one else can know. Just take this and go." And so he shoved a cartridge into my hand, and I stuffed it in my bag, and I left. And when I got home, I was kind of surprised to find it was just Super Mario 64. I mean, obviously I'd gotten Evil Mario 64 before, but that one said Evil on it. This one just said Super Mario 64. Well, I mean, it didn't actually. It was like abbreviated. It was just SM64, but I doubt that could be that different, right? There's no way that could be that different. Anyway, that's today's story. I hope everybody was really into that one. Um, yeah, I hope everyone was. Oh, Mario is not normal? Okay, well, I'll have to tell my doctor about that one. Before I actually get into this, before I actually like play the hack, I do just want to mention the. Let me actually see if I can make it exist, just so you all can like ogle at it with me for a second. The video that I was using to play Dire Dire Docks, which I see there was some discussion over, that everyone knows the song, except not everyone knows the song. Anyway, I just wanna marvel at this description here with you all. But let me like make it bigger so y'all can actually read it a little bit. Just to cover up chat for a moment. In this video, you can listen to the Dire Dire Docks and Jolly Roger Bay music from Super Mario 64. Enjoy! Like, yeah. Yeah, dude, yeah, I can. I can do that. You're correct. What an absolute statement of fact. Gosh. Old YouTube really used to be something. Thanks, Mario Kart Wii Freak 27. Thanks to you. We can all rest easy. Anyway, that was just touching to me. They touched me. Not inappropriately, they touched me with my consent, and I think I appreciate that a lot. Because the thing about music is that you can't touch it. You can't touch music, but music can touch you. And that's really sort of deep, I think. Similar to Jolly Roger Bay and Dire Dire Docks, we're going full circle. We're feeling things all the time. Anyway, enough mincing words. I'm gonna play Mario. Whoa, not even save files. They don't even have save files at this one. That's crazy. And no trees either. They deleted trees from this game. And pipes and Lakitu and UI. They really hate gameplay elements. The developers of this hack despise gameplay elements. And honestly, I can respect them for that. Because, I mean, I sort of saw the trailer for this hack. I didn't pay too much attention to it because I didn't want to get spoiled. But I did notice that they removed all the UI. I think it's cute, actually. I like it as a creative choice. I was just being goofy. You're the old norm? You want straight Mario? I hate to tell you this, Sky. I think Mario might be gay in this one. Maybe that's the horror. Maybe Mario has to come out to his parents and they're not accepting. And it's really sad for him. Oh, fuck. Oh, oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, we could just tell from the way he fucking walked. This guy's a brute. This guy's a freaking homosexual. He's having simp kind of gay sex. Oh damn, they got rid of the Bowser message that I regard as scary, just normally. Oh, and they also got rid of the castle. Whoopsies. Whoopsies, we forgot. Princess. Princess, did you forget to bring in the castle again? Oh no, looks like the princess forgot to live in the castle. I must find her and remind her to put the stairway into the foyer. Wahoo! Yeah, his homophobic parents are actually represented by the trees in the UI, and this is like his journey to live without them, to live without financial support or support system. So it's actually really dark and fucked up if you think about it. Objective collect the star? I think I got that, dude. Like, no offense, but I've Mario'd a 64 before. Okay? Even without boxes here, or signs, or NPCs or enemies. Even without gameplay elements, even without moving platforms. I think I can still get what's going on. This fucked up sign. That's not the right direction. Screw you. No, I'm going this way. I'm going to Mario's way. Oh yeah, no, the music is like evil. It's like in Doki Doki Literature Club, where they randomly change the music speed just to fuck with you. It's cute. Because I believe this is more of like a traditional creepypasta hack. Not that there is a written creepypasta with it, as far as I'm aware. I didn't really check. But just that, like, this is a Mario game that hates you, you know? We just altered it to be a little freaky, and it's cute, and I think I appreciate that. I think that's the kind of simplicity we needed after so much B3313, where the horror is kind of the abstract mass of the castle, rather than, like, you know, a text box that tells you to kill yourself in Mario. So yeah, I'm having fun. Yeah, this could be like the awesome Mario beats to study / relax to, with like the anime girl Mario with her like bushy feminine mustache, sort of with a window with the rain, you know, bouncing around her head to the Mario beats. I think this is good. Oh fuck, we get that boner sound again. Yeah, that's Mario 64. It's awesome. I don't think Mario will get killed in this one. I don't think he would do that. Mario beats to be evil too? Yeah, fuck yeah, no, he's evil though. He's gonna be so sinister and cruel. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Oh god. Oh no! Who put the white numbers all over my screen? You guys. Something changed, something changed. Okay. Why do I care? You think I know hexadecimal? You think I understand these memory addresses? Come on. Freak. But I can't fix it. Okay, just because they put the white numbers on my screen doesn't mean I can do anything about it. God. Ugh, I want me to do everything around here. Let me reset the freaking emulator. Whatever. Why do I have to do everything around here? Have to play without the UI. Have to talk into the microphone. I have to do so much hard work. I had to eat a fucking bag of Myconites because I got a little sad earlier. That was really hard. I do so much for this community, and no one appreciates it ever. It's like so fucked up. At least I think so. I do remember this my first time though. You're right, Sky. I remember when something changed, but then Mario was normal. Objective, get the star. See, that's different. Something did change. That actually, yeah, it's this. They got rid of the colon in the text box. Shakes and shivers. The sentence, the grammar. Why is get still capitalized? Oh man, I don't know about this one. Mario, I think we gotta get out of here. I'm gonna piss and shit just from the sight of that. I do remember when Mike and Ike had a divorce, yeah. I don't think I ever got them. I don't think I ever tried just Mike's or just Ike's, but I'm sure one was better, right? Like, I'm sure Ike was, like, probably an abusive partner or something. And Ike's were just, or Mike's were just better on their own, probably. But who knows? Yeah. No, I think... Oh, wait, maybe that's it. Maybe that's how Mario overcomes the homophobia inside of him in this hack. Mario has to make out with Mike from Mike and Ike. Have we cracked the code? Is this how it works? Do we need to go down the hole? My senses are telling me I need to go down the hole. Just remember... do I just stand in it? I can just stand in it, right? It's like a warp zone. Right? 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 Dude, they did trick me, but it's kind of funny. We did get something out of this. Mario looks like he's like swimming in the flowers. He's having a happy time in the kiddie pool, getting nice and moist, and his nostrils are just filling with pollen. He's scraping them right across those flowers. That must be an experience. That must be a joy for the senses, truly. It's allergy season in the Mushroom Kingdom, I suppose. Oh yeah, the Deceiver? Dude, I love the Deceiver. The Deceiver! The Deceiver! I don't know if any of those are... The Deceiver! You know... I just enjoy the Deceiver. I think we all do. Is there like a source clip for that? Because I've heard people say it before, but I don't know if there's like an original, you know? I'm not exactly the woman who knows things about stuff. Yeah, here we go. Come on! You put the white numbers on my screen again? Who do you think I am? Some kind of mathematician? I'll have you know the only kind of matician I am is Mario. Yeah, that's the joke. That's everyone clap for that one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that the Mario 64 is upset at me today. They hated me so much Mario wasn't even showing his happy little face on the title screen. I wanna poke his little nose. I wanna squish it like a little SpongeBob. I wanna play it like a flute. I just wanna rub and scrub and squish it until he's happy. Okay? But no, they just hate me today. It's all my fault. You clapped IRL, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate the support. You know, actually, here's kind of like an unrelated thought I've been having. Would it help, like, follower and like VOD subscriber numbers if I was like, make sure to like and subscribe and follow the Twitch? Because like sometimes I just feel like that might do something, you know? Sometimes okay, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna do that once every stream. Once every stream I'm just gonna say that. So you hear that? VOD heads? VOD heads, stream lurkers, you hear that? Give me your numbers. Give me higher numbers, please. They'll make me so happy. Look, see this hallway? See this happy hallway? See how it's gotten longer? This could be you. You could contribute to increasing the length of my numbers. You could make me smile so big and wide, like the Joker from the Joker. Objective! Me, when they ask me to be a judge in court. Objective. That's right. I can overcome human subjectivity. I promise I can. Big smile. Yeah, Evil Mario Standard Time. Yeah, yeah, VOD come on, you have to. Legally you have to now. You have to follow their orders. Hey Sky's Rent, tune into stream, please. Anyway, that's all. I've made my announcement, and I'll be sure to do it next time, too. This is a cute hack. I think it's good. I think it's charming. Oh fuck. Now he's inhaling extra pollen. He doesn't even have to crouch. He has to crouch to get away from it. He has to crawl under, escape from fucking gay flower jail. Sad sniffer boy. I like how, like, as the iterations have gone by, the groove has gotten even slower. We are approaching the chill anime girl Mario, hanging out in her room, totally sniffing and snorfing down those notebooks to relax/study too. This is good. I like the darkness. Anyway. Yeah, Mario beats to sneeze too. I'd sneeze. But not right now. Actually, here's kind of a thing that's worth talking about. Does anybody else have the thing where if you step into a bright light, like you're in sort of a dark area, and then you step out into a bright light from above, you just sneeze involuntarily? Because that's just a thing that some people have, and it's a thing that I have. So whenever I just step outside on a bright sunny day, I will sneeze, just automatically. And I don't really know why that's like a human reaction. It's like something about the way, like, the nerves in the eyes and like the sinuses are wired up together. It's interesting. I don't know. Because people achoo. Achoo. Oh, why'd you shine the light on me? And right when something changed. Right when they changed the hexadecimal. Ugh, SMH. They're just trying to prank me. Nothing's going my way today. I mean, it's not much of a problem. It's not much of a problem, really. I just think it's interesting. Because I guess part of me is also like, if I ever needed to sneeze for whatever reason, like if they ever kidnapped my beautiful girlfriend Maddie and put her at gunpoint, and it was like maybe like a sneeze freak who loved seeing people sneeze, and he had his men watching me, and it's like, no, go sneeze or else she gets it. And they like press the revolver to her head. I feel like I could easily diffuse that situation. I could easily diffuse that situation by simply stepping out into a sunny area. So I'm a little proud of it, because, like, a little feather under the nose, snorting pepper, that's freak shit. That's just gonna irritate your nose. That's not gonna cause you to sneeze. That's like trying to use onions to get yourself to cry. Just think of, like, I don't know, something really sad. Think of Mario becoming a good man and no longer being evil. Deeply terrifying stuff, IMO. I like that it's gray. It's gray Mario. I think that's pretty cool. I think gray Mario is pretty cool. Looks like stone. We're finally getting that good feeling of trappedness that any freaky video game hack will bring. The white void, bringing the emptiness. The lack of water, pretty notable here, I feel. It's good. This is good. Peem video game. I see, the thing is, like, I appreciate when a game like this takes the time to try to build up an atmosphere. I appreciate when it modifies the map slowly but surely, when it I like the silly little arrow signs that try to tell you to go back. I enjoy the decay of this digital space. But I feel like the moment the scary Black Mario shows up, I'm just gonna start laughing my ass off, The moment it's like, and then Mario killed himself. Like then it's really funny. And I just feel like, I don't know. You need to play tightly with the level of eeriness in your scary Mario hack, or else it will just be comedy. I don't want to judge. I don't want to judge preemptively. Do I say gray or gray? I don't know, dude. Because one of them's the British spelling, but they never told me which one was the British spelling, and I've been too afraid to ask because I don't want people to think I'm some kind of Union Jack fucking tea slurping sympathizer. That would be really messed up. That would probably be the end of my reputation as a streamer. They would probably kick me off the internet after that one. Yeah, I guess the thing about evil Mario, like in a Mario hack, genuinely I don't think there should be an evil Mario. I think it just doesn't work. Like Mario is not scary. He should not be evil. The evil should happen to him. Having an evil Mario just kind of defeats the point. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I just don't feel like it works. Especially not because like the horror trope of like a fully like you know abyssal black character with bright glowing eyes. That that's just nothing. Just don't do that. Just stop doing that. Let me enter Sky World. Let me blow off some steam in Cloud Zone. Objective, leave. Um, what do I think about Evil Luigi? Evil Luigi's okay. I'm a fan of Evil Luigi. Um, I feel like if I could get Evil Luigi's autograph, that would really change my life. I would probably never wash that part of my body again. Oh, that's a good noise. Oh, a timer. That's good. That's a good sign. That's pretty awesome. I'm sure that's counting down to something really nice and normal. Oh fuck, maybe this is when Evil Mario shows up. Wait a minute, gamers. Evil Mario's gonna come. He's gonna come and he's gonna get me. He's gonna come all over the place. Uh-oh. Whoa, Evil Mario. Looks like this one's bad for me. Uh-oh. Is that him? Is that Evil VHS Mario? With his stretched out face? Because truth be told, I've already been spoiled on the antagonist of this hack because of, the Evil Mario Villains wiki. Oh no! Oh no! This is so messed up. This is so evil and messed up. You all can't see it, but we did get a fatal error. We did get a fatal error. Stopped emulation. But before I restart the emulation, I do want to point out this guy's kind of got a fit going on. Like I was a little upset about like the black Mario horror trope, but I like his like 90s arcade movie theater bowling alley carpet shirt, like his overalls. That's kind of sexy. And I know his face is kind of stretched out and distorted is why his head looks like that, but I'm personally imagining it as like a Smurf hat. And I think that fucks. I think that's a good fashion decision and I respect him a lot for that. So I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with the way that is. But anyway, I guess I'll restart the emulation. I didn't really check how long this hack was. So if it ends really quick, if it's just over now, that would be a little upsetting. But I feel like there's got to be a bit more substance to it, you know? We were just introduced to the scary guy. Yeah, Mario is gone. Wow. A little antagonistic, maybe. You think? Maybe a little much hit me with there? I think things are fine with me. I think I was doing just fine. Yeah, now we have to stay. Now we have to show you up. I'm gonna sit right here, and you're gonna look me in the face. You're gonna have to final act of DDLC this with me. Stare at me. Evil Mario. Give me a good look in my eyes. Okay? Tell me that you love me, Evil Mario. Complain every time I shut down the game. Please. I need to feel wanted or I'll cry. I'm just gonna start pressing buttons on my controller. I don't think any of them do anything. I don't know if this is the end of the game. I genuinely don't. I didn't know anything about this hat going in. Because I saw some praise for it online, I guess is the thing, and I'm sure it's technically pretty impressive, having like, you know, modifying its own memory as it goes on. But I don't know. There's no way it can be this short, right? This is why I should have prepared a secondary hack. I mean, let's just leave it for a second. Let me start like a 10-minute timer, okay? I'm gonna start a 10-minute timer. Online timer. Wait, what do you? Sorry, hold on. In the search bar, I was typing online timer. One of like the autocompletes was online timer for kids. What does that mean for kids? I, classroom timer, free countdown timer, timer shape. Hold on. Sorry, have to stream my timer creation. I will probably read a creepypasta, but I do want to wait on the screen for a while, I guess is my thought. Uh so let me show everyone the online timer for kids. Hold on. So we have here our classroom timer. We have numbers we can pick. We timer shape. What are y'all thinking? Do we want yellow star? I feel like that's the most appropriate for Mario 64 because he collects the stars, right? And we'll do a timer for just for 10 minutes. It's like setting a microwave. Oh, fuck yeah. What? Okay. Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Look at that. It fills out the star. Okay, yeah, no, the kids are gonna love this one. The kids are gonna love this one. Any kids in the audience? Why are you here? But second of all, I hope you like timers. Let me just put this in the corner. This one's for the children out there. This one's for the grandson who was visiting the old man at the Walmart. That that timer, you can read that timer mostly. I'm not gonna recrop the source. Anyway, just gonna sit here for a little bit. Yeah, okay, that's long enough. Let's let's reset the emulation. Uh-huh, no, I got that part. I sent you a very scary creepypasta. I hope you're not too afraid, Maddie, because I was gonna read some scary creepypasta, and I don't want you dying from fear. A very common cause of death that it happens to everybody. I should read it on stream. Okay, well then kick it my way, dog. What are you waiting for? Oh, what is this, dog? Why I will never play another Mario game. December 24th, 2017, Strange and Unexplained, video games and gaming, video games, 21 minutes of reading. Okay, yeah. This looks great. thank you, Sky, for sending this in. I'm. Oh God, no! I accidentally clicked an advertisement, and now I'm in like shit games Childland. Oh God. Oh, this is real bad. Hold on, have to get a new source to capture this. I I don't even know what this one is. I I'm just not even sure. Um, oh God. Let me apply a crop to that. This is awesome. The real fear is the children's content sludge. That's what we should all be afraid of, truly. Elsagate 2. Elsagate 2, as the kids say. Grok 2. Minecraft. Yeah, it's got Minecraft. It's got all manner of things. We got Pooh, we got SpongeBob. I need to stop getting distracted. Let me like hit back. Let me hit the back button. There we go. Oh man, I need to activate my ad blocker. Hold on. Oh, awesome website. Creepypasta. More like creepy profit because they love having advertisements on their website. That are actually, you know what? Because I just remembered two gay tests. Yeah, it's because Mario's gay tonight. Tonight, this afternoon, whatever time it is. Mario's gay right now. This is Gay Mario Week, okay? Spread the word around. The gay is back in Mario again. As I often have been told. Okay. I'm recropping. I'm refocusing. Getting the crop reasonable. I'm glad I gave myself this much time to do this, because I mean I guess the timer's kind of pointless now since we're already reading creepypasta. Maybe we can like do a speed run of the game where I could check the wiki that I had found it on or found it mentioned on. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what would be best for that. Anyway, ta-da! A source with no ads visible. Why, I will never play another Mario game. Estimated reading time 16 minutes. Actually, wait, sorry, hold on. Now, because now the children timer isn't for like when I should start reading creepypastas. Now the children timer needs to be for. We're gonna do triangle this time. Sorry, I'm just setting up the children timer. I'm holding myself to that. If I can't get through this in 16 minutes, then it's over for me. I'm a fake reader. The reading fandom will get me. So just making sure. I'm committing. Oh, oh my gosh. He has no eyes and no teeth and he's radiating light. I'm guys, I'm scared. This is really scared. I'm sorry. I because I'm still seeing the ads because I just cropped the source. There's like enlarged prostate. What is this? I anyway. I am writing this post in hopes that someone can tell me they have experienced something similar. I don't know why I care about that. No matter what anyone says, the situation will be the same, and I will still think that I'm losing my shit. Anyways, I hope everyone will take what I'm saying seriously. No. I know how it sounds. If I were reading this on some random thread on Reddit, I would be skeptical as well. But take everything I say seriously, for everything I am about to say is 100% true. You hear that, folks? Oh fuck! I forgot to start the fucking timer. I'm gonna reread that paragraph as punishment. Uh, I am writing this post in hopes that someone can tell me they have experienced something similar. I don't know why I care about that. No matter what anyone says, the situation will be the same, and I will still think I am losing my shit. Fuck, that I am losing my shit. Anyways, I hope everyone will take what I'm saying seriously. I know how it sounds. If I were reading this on some random thread on Reddit, I would be skeptical as well. But take everything I say seriously, for everything I am about to say is 100% true. Actually, yeah, you're writing this, not saying this, so testimony invalidated. And you're right, it is way more believable on creepypasta.com because creepypastas, as we all know, they can't be lies. If you lied in a creepypasta, then Jeff the Killer will come to your house and he'll Jeff the kill you. He'll come and he'll kill you at the same time. I go to college at the University of Maine. I am currently going to grad school here, trying to get my PhD in surface sciences. What the fuck is surface science? Fucking the science of, of the top of my table, the science of the floor, of the walls. Okay. I'm very passionate about science and mainly computers. My first computer was an IBM, an old thing that was revolutionary for the time that left my 11-year-old mind amazed. In 95, I was really into playing Doom and Wolfenstein 3D when I got home from school. My mom and dad never really got mad at me because they were always at work, so no one really told me to stop playing these violent games. But then I realized Mario was the real violent game. My love for these games continued through the 90s, but really peaked at the beginning of 1996. I was a typical 90s kid, obsessed with the Fresh Prince. Were you? Is that. I think you're just a guy who researched basic things from the 90s and wrote them down. Like, because I was a basic kid from the 2000s. I loved Tumblr and Shane Dawson and uh, GameCubes and financial crises. Fucking yeah, that's what you sound like. Obsessed with the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, fanny packs, mullets, classic horror movies, and even for a short stint of time, I had a Tamagotchi. With the coming of school in the fall of '96 came the sadness of not being able to play video games every day, as I did in the summer. However, school did bring the joy of friends. At lunch and sometimes in class, we would talk about games and new releases that would be coming out soon. Back then, we didn't have websites dedicated to video games news. Video games plural. News singular. Oh, also fuck, the timer capture got frozen. The timer is still going, by the way. Um that happens. Actually, I think it's because the capture mode is wrong. Let me like correct the capture mode on that. Properties. Is that working? Okay. I don't know why that's not working. Yeah. No, yeah. I'm personally I try not to discriminate. I try not to discriminate about mullets, but they they don't look great. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all mullet users in the audience. I would take a mullet for any of you, TBH, but not for all of you. Instead, my friend group relied on Jeff. Yeah, we didn't have IGN or anything. We just had Jeff. Go to jeff.com to read the coolest gaming reviews. Oh, that's like the fucking. If you mess with my crew, you'll be messing with Oopie Goopy, General Munchkin Man, Little Jim Bob, and worst of all, Jeff, the video game news guy. Fucking crazy. One of the more wealthy kids in our friend group, who was subscribed to a video game magazine company that sent out an issue once a month. On the last day of August, Jeff brought the latest issue to school. All of us crowded around the lunch table to catch a glimpse of the new system that was coming out next month. The Nintendo 64. Oh, dude, why'd they kill Mario? Why? The source is still the same, though. Why is the capture gone? Huh? Fucking... I'm so confused. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I was clicked onto it. Mario, because that's right, he's evil. No, having the game open is actually haunting my computer. That's why all my window captures are failing. Not because I'm like an incompetent streamer or anything. The Nintendo 64. We were all begging our parents that night to help us with money to get the system. The N64 was an amazing system, as it had four megabytes of RAM. Dude, I wish. A fucking 1 byte of RAM computer. Streaming in 1 bit. Uh, 1.5 kilobytes per second. No, that's too many. Fucking uh, and could handle 3D graphics like none other before. I had saved a little money for mowing lawns in the summer, but it was not quite enough to buy the console come September 29th of that year. I was disappointed and cried to my parents to help me out, just this once, to buy this great piece of technology. But my family was struggling at the time, and me being the understanding and caring child just piped down. I was just so virtuous as a little baby guy. Really, no one was more mindful of money trouble than I was. No one was more humble either. A couple of hard months passed. What do you mean hard? Oh, come September 29th. Hard months. Sure, dude. A couple of hard months pass, and with them came many complaints and jeering from my friend group because I still had not received the console. It had been a difficult time for me. My parents were fighting, and I just wanted an escape. Escape. Bringing fucking divorce plot into this is awesome. I would have given anything for that damn console. I hated going to school and hearing all of my friends show off their high scores in the newest games, and hearing about them finding secret glitches in the newest installment of our favorite games. It's the same thing. You just said the same thing twice. Oh, I also hated when they would play the newest versions of our favorite games, and it really ticked me off when they would buy the newest installments in the series of our games that were our favorite games. Months after the initial release in September, November rolled around. Not exactly my favorite time of year. I don't like the transition from the pretty orange and yellow fall leaves into roads covered with slick ice and disgusting, dark, large piles of snow in parking lots with dirt in them. That's actually pretty evocative. I'm gonna give them that one. I appreciate that. Looking big piles of brown. However, there was one thing that is worth my time during that dreaded month. My birthday. 12 years old. Birthdays never really made much sense to me. It is just a celebration of the day someone was born that is based on the man menu of the time that is elongated into years. Dog, I everything's a social construct. Chill out. Chill out. Is Christmas any better? Is Jesus's birthday any more important than yours, dude? If you're complaining about the concept of time, bitch about any holiday. Take what you can get. Anyways, I hadn't really been looking forward to this birthday because I knew that it wasn't going to bring around much. As I said before, my parents had been fighting, and I really didn't expect to get anything from either of them because they had been so busy with work and putting up with each other. That's why I was very, very excited to learn on the 19th of that month in 1996 that I was getting $250 for my birthday. I came home that night after school to find a letter from my mom, who had always been the more caring of the two. Hi, honey. I hope that you enjoyed your birthday today. The big one, too. Congrats. Anywho, your father and I, as you know, have been having disagreements lately. We were alerted today that there's a program for couples that have been having similar disagreements. We both agreed that we should look into this, and we both fell in love with the idea. Isn't that great, baby? Anywho, the only problem with this is that we were made aware. The phrasing is so repetitive, I'm sorry. Of this on a little short notice. So we had to drive south today so we can make it there by tomorrow, Wednesday. The program is going to last a week. I knew that you were understanding and kind. Or I knew that you were a virtuous and humble little child boy. So I thought it would be okay to leave you alone until next Tuesday. That that would give you the rest of the week and the weekend to yourself. To make up for this, me and your father have decided to give you a little spending money so you can get yourself whatever little toy you want. We do have food in the pantry, but I do want some of that money to go towards food for yourself. Enjoy your weekend and see you Tuesday. Love you. Oh. This post is very interesting. I like the excuse to get the parents away. That they're gonna fucking get divorced. That's the excuse. Oh. Will I listen to the creepypasta song? Maybe. If there's time. I need to pick up the pace. I only have 5 minutes left on this. I'm not good at reading. We haven't even gotten to the scary part. I didn't know whether to be excited about this freedom or disappointed in my parents for leaving me on my 12th birthday. Either way, I had more than $200 to spend on whatever I wanted. To my puny 12-year-old brain, this was a godlike amount of money, and I knew exactly what it was going towards right away. I'm sure by now you can assume exactly what I wanted. I took the money out of the envelope, threw on my windbreaker, and my old pro wings. What? Huh? Pro wings? Pro Jared? But at the wing stop, he's pro Jared and he cheated on his wife. I, I and hopped on my old red bike I named. Why'd you name it Silver, dipshit? Sorry. Oh, Sonic 06 is 10 years before Sonic 06, dude. You have no excuse. It's no excuse. I started to head east, past my dad's pharmacy, past the school, past Jeff's house. I didn't really look over towards his house. He hadn't been in school that week. I skated to a stop in front of the finger chip. Crazy. New Pokemon type, new finger type Pokemon. Ready, ready to defeat. Oh god, what would finger type be strong against? It would definitely be weak to fire. Um, I don't know. Maybe water, because you could stick your finger in water usually and it won't hurt you. Maybe, actually, I'm not going to go any further with this bit. I don't think we need to think about where fingers can go right now, especially in the context of Pokemon. I parked my bike right next to the big window in front of the store and waltzed in. I really liked the store, and it felt good going in knowing that I was finally able to actually get something instead of just glancing around while my friends debated on what new game they should get or what Magic the Gathering card they should sell. Dude, Magic the Gathering. I did a quick look around the store, eyeing the older NES and Super NES, making my way towards my prize jewel, the N64. I finally put my hands on the box that I had been waiting to touch for a quarter of the year. I held it up to the light so I could read the line under the name. The Fun Machine. That's insane. Wait, is that actually a real tagline? Hold on. N64 tagline. I the Fun Machine. Is that real? Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't, the source is not cropped so you can see it, but yeah, it is. It says it in tiny little text. TikTok needs to blow this up. They call you the fun machine? I don't want to know why. I don't think I need to. I ran my fingers over the smooth cardboard cover as I started to walk towards the counter. The kid working at the counter laid down his cigarette. The kid, dude, you're 12. Chill out. It's just a fucking 3-year-old smoking, working at a game store. Hi, can I buy this Nintendo 64? Goo goo gaga. Okay, but can I buy it? Thank you. This has been my original scene, baby that works at the game store. I hope you all enjoyed. ashtray that was next to his Rubik's Cube. Now that I think about it, that probably wasn't a cigarette. I just assumed it was because I was still a small middle schooler that had a lot to learn. What do you mean? So the implication is that he was smoking weed, but you didn't know what weed was? What? I. This is so written. This is such a written text. When I got up to the counter, he asked, "Is that all?" Crap. I had forgotten to get a game. I responded with a quick no and started to look behind him at the selection of games. Most of the ones that were back there were meant for the Super NES. Makes sense. The N64 had been very popular in America. Why are you talking like you're an alien? Oh fuck. Oh, the children's timer went off. I I I'm a failure. I'm a reading failure. I'm sorry, everyone. Yeah, I think we can kill the children's timer. I think it's time that the children's timer can get killed. We can just look at Mario Kart Wii Freaks page. God, no, I seriously though, why are you talking like it's like the statistical the ecological fallacy? Like, what are you talking about? What, the games had been very N64 had been very popular in America. I'm not there though. I just was there in the past. I was never there though. Trust. So of course all its games would be sold out. I spoke after glancing around a bit more, desperately trying to find a game. Do you have any N64 games in the back? The boy took another drag and blew smoke in my face. I don't know. Well, could you go back and check for me? Please? Jesus, kid. Fine. He pushed off of his stool and started towards the back. He pushed a curtain out of the way and started to search. I looked around the store, the plentiful gaming posters on the walls, lined with board games and models of popular TV show action heroes. The boy returned after less than a minute with a cartridge in his hand. We only have one left, it looks like. He started to hand it over, but then pulled it back towards him. Ah, wait here a second. What do we have here? He turned over the cartridge to reveal its face. Oh no! Only to be covered by a sticky note with the words, "Do not under any circumstances sell." No! This is so fucked up. Yes, by the way, this evil Mario is sponsored by Panda Express. If you want to have a panda, but you need the panda to understand something, you can express yourself to the panda for only $16.99. Now, see here, kid. I've never been much of a rule follower, and this thing had been buried under some shit in the back, so I don't think that anyone will be missing it anytime soon. So, he gave a wide grin to reveal his crooked teeth, layered with. He was such a disgusting stoner. That's why the video game was evil. I'm willing to strike a deal with you. I'll sell you this game for a couple extra bucks. My boss probably didn't want to sell it. Must be limited edition or something. So you get this game. So I will get you this game. Just don't tell nobody, alright, kid? Of course, my eager little mind didn't care about what was right and wrong at the moment. There was an N64 right in front of my face. For God's sakes, even with a possible limited edition game. So of course I took the grimy kid up on his deal, even though I knew he was just going to pocket those extra few bucks. I waltzed out of the store the same way I came in. Really? You didn't find a secret exit? You didn't fucking crawl over the bricks to find the warp zone, dude? Fake shopper doesn't know about the warp zone. Yeah, no, this well, because is it's a plant, it's a gas when you smoke it. It's not on a surface. They don't give a shit. Excited for what was about to come about. But only this time I was carrying an N64 in a game instead of $250. I put the plastic bag into the wire basket that was in front of my bike. I don't know if I raced home faster then or when I went to the store initially, but the ride home took 5 minutes. So you're just not going to tell us? Why? It's, it's so interesting what details are included. I just let my bike drop to the ground after I came to a hard stop in front of my garage. I pounced up the concrete steps leading up to my house. I swung open the door and started to my room. That night, I knew I had a lot of homework, and me being the responsible little boy I was, didn't start playing right away. But that didn't stop me from eyeing over the box and opening it to save the beautiful system from its cardboard prison. I ran my fingers over the wondrously smooth black console, like it was the skin of a. That's an interesting way. That's an interesting way to describe that. Oh, like it was the skin of a newborn baby. I love rubbing my hands all over babies. I just touch them with my hands and rub them. I carefully set the console on my dresser and plugged it into my box TV. I lead the wire from the infamous M-shaped controller to the port on the front of it. I was smiling through all of this, but stopped suddenly when I realized I'd forgotten something. I didn't even know what game I had bought. I quickly but carefully set the controller down on my bed and removed the cartridge from the bag. I ripped off. Okay. Um. Where? I. It's so hard to see what's going on. This website is horrible. Uh. I quickly but carefully set the controller down on my bed and removed the cartridge from the bag. I ripped off the sticky note to reveal the true face of the game in multicolored letters. It read the words Super Mario 64. I felt like I had won the lottery. It didn't look any different from my friend's cartridges, so I was a little upset it wasn't actually special edition, but nonetheless I was still pumped. I finally got what I had been waiting so long for. I couldn't wait for the weekend. Could it come any sooner, dude? This guy said come 4 times in the story. Fucking the next day, in typical middle school boy fashion, I showed off my new game to my friends and rubbed it into the faces of others who were not fortunate enough to have the system or game. The person who wrote this must have like middle schooler trauma, right? Like in middle school, their friends must have made fun of them for being poor. They're like, this will be a key detail in my creepypasta. I'll show everyone. I was on top of the world for that day, just because of that stupid video game. My friends were happy for me, of course, and we talked about the game and how long it took to beat. I had played with my friends at their house after school and watched them play the game for hours and hours. I didn't want to start to play my own copy yet, because it acted as an incentive to get me through the week. But boy, coming home and seeing it sitting on my dresser, glaring at it in the wee hours of the night, was mighty tempting. But nevertheless, I persisted. I made it through the whole week. This is beautiful. This kid is practicing Mario abstinence. It's really deeply special. That Friday, the 22nd of November, I raced home after school to finally play my new game all night. I dropped my bike off in front of my house, opened the door, and closed it again to lock, threw off my jacket and hat, and finally made my way to my sanctuary. I turned on the TV and slipped the gray cartridge into the slot on top of the machine. Damn, what a feeling. This guy fucking loves Nintendo 64. This guy is. I not to assume anything about the adult version writing this story, but you might have done some things. I'm just saying. I turned on the system. I saw the N64 3D logo arise from a ripple of some liquid and start to turn. I saw with a little 3D Mario running around it. The game started, and finally I started to play. I was already familiar with the castle and the start, so I thought I knew it was waiting for me. I made a new save file and started the game, and the camera started to move towards Princess Peach's face. But something was already off. At first I thought maybe I had just bought a knockoff, a fake game. Maybe that's why it wasn't meant to be sold. At the beginning, there was supposed to be a letter from Princess Peach that read, Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I've baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach. Under it. But what happened to me that Friday, next to Peach's face, was a letter that read, Dear player, you don't know what you are getting into. Turn off your system now and get help. Yours truly, the previous owner. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, that was odd. How would the previous person change the text in the game? Did they put white numbers on screen or something? Pretty strange. Either way, At the time, I was too excited to play the game. The mist I just thought that that was normal. I thought that was a normal thing that happens normally. I just kept going. I ran up to the castle, walked in, and jumped into the first portrait. I watched Mario fall from the sky and land perfectly on the ground. Toad was waiting there for me to relay information about the level. That's not normal. His speech said, "You will die if you continue. Turn off the game or I will kill you." Creepy as all hell. But I just thought it was normal. I just thought that that was normal, actually. These creepypasta people are all so funny. And then this really fucked up thing happened. But honestly, I wasn't particularly bothered by it, so I kept playing. Like, if they ever heeded a single warning, if they were ever like, huh, I guess this game is hacked, maybe I shouldn't keep going, then nothing would ever fucking happen. Oh. Oh. I just kept pressing the main button until the text disappeared and continued. I was reassured when I found that the gameplay had been the same as all my other friends. I jumped around the level and evaded the mushroom enemies in the same way as I had done before. I made my way around the level, collecting spinning red coins and hopping off of trees. I shot myself out of a cannon and flew up to the top of the mountain to fight the final boss of that level. Again, they're talking about Mario 64 like a fucking alien. Like they've never even played it. After that, I was warped back to the starting area in the castle. I made my way through the next few levels. The water levels, the levels on the mountain. You know the one. The mountain. The snow, which is different. I kept going and collected 18 stars. I knew where to go for my first fight with Bowser. I took Mario to the correct hallway, and of course, I wasn't surprised when Mario dropped through the floor, because I had seen it done 1,000 times before. He landed on the rock, with a text bubble appeared. Welcome to hell. Huh? That was something new. It must have been the hacker. It's fine, though. It's fine. I killed Bowser. It's Mario's infamous enemy, Bowser. Can't even highlight the text. What's a Morrow? I don't know. I don't know what Morrow is, dude. I mean, that's actually a singer, I think. If you Google it, which I have done before. I've Googled Mario a lot in the past, just for fun, just because I like looking at pictures of him on Google Images. Uh, when I turned around, something else was different. The large turtle dragon hybrid had eyes that looked like black holes. The entirety of them were black, not a single pixel of white being shown. Oh, and I hate black. Don't read anything into that. Oh my god. But I didn't really care. But it was normal though. I mean, oh my gosh. Bowser got up, he moved away towards the edge of the map and shape shifted. Oh, tall black humanoid figure. The shit I was just complaining about. Resembled Bowser with the long, pointed teeth protruding from its mouth. Okay. Can we get through this? We're over time right now. Uh I was very freaked out at this point. But I was just gonna keep playing Mario. So you got into a castle, a part of the castle early. There was an endless hallway. I'm sure some of you know what I'm referring to. You couldn't even access the area. Those who have played the game know that you walk upstairs, and they seem like they go on forever, unless you know the backwards jump glitch or the right number of stars. Okay, I was excited at this point. I realized it was actually normal. Everything was normal. I was normal. Everything it wasn't actually a problem. Actually, these fucking creepypasta people. I admitted this far. I would just have so much fun and play more Mario. After a minute of climbing the stairs, I was about ready to give up, but then I remembered something. There should be pictures of Bowser on the sides of the walls leading to the top. But I hadn't seen anything. Immediately after I had thought, I saw the edge of a frame. I jumped up the steps to get there quicker and landed in front of the picture. To my horror, I saw a very familiar image. What? Sitting on a rock was 6-year-old me with my dog who had died. What? What? Huh? What? What? Huh? The estimated time was a lie, but the twists and turns keep coming. First it was evil weed smoker, and now it's dead dog, fucking old Yeller type shit. All the other shit wasn't even scary. Seeing my dead dog, though, that was too serious. Okay. A plethora of photos, all of which were of me and my family. So he's the house is becoming your real house. Remember, this was very early Saturday morning, around 2 or 3 a.m., so my parents weren't supposed to be home yet, but I swear I heard something on the outside steps of my door. This couldn't be possible. I turned around to look, but I was only greeted by the darkness outside of my room. I looked back towards the game screen and continued to play my game. I started to slowly creep back up the stairs, and while I did that, I heard more noise outside the room. Now I was scared shitless. I wasn't even shitting anymore. I'd been shitting the whole time before, but I wasn't shitting anymore. Okay. So the door slammed shut. You fumble in the dark with the lock. Mario is still there haunting you. You get back to the game. Okay. Listening to the stairs moan in the game, but not outside my bedroom, thank God. Do stairs moan usually? Mario was waiting for me. Yeah, the title of the VOD can be that. That's, yeah, it was the fucking, the moan Elisa, the fucking stairs moaning like cray cray. I was wiping the sleep away from my eyes when I put my controller down for a second or two. I removed my hands and stretched a bit, letting out a long yawn, Silver. I opened my eyes to be greeted with Mario staring back at me, but only now his eyes were as black as Bowser's were. Oh, I couldn't take any more of this. I hated the black. I brought the stick on the joypad down so that Mario could get away from that damn staircase, that evil staircase. But he was walking up and staring at me, and he was slowing down as I began mashing buttons, trying to get Mario to move just 1 more inch. He just stood there. Finally, the character brought up his index finger on his right hand, which is not modeled. Your stairs moan? I'm sorry for you, Sky. I hope it's not in pleasure. On his right hand and shook it back and forth along with his head. Fuck you mean he was Sonic fucking like, uh, uh, uh. Fucking, huh? Seriously? That's what we're doing? He then brought the corner of his mouth and just say that he smiled. He opened his mouth to reveal that his teeth resembled Bowser's. I was trying to convince myself this wasn't real at this point. Mario turned around and started sprinting up the steps along with his steps in the game. I heard pouncing sound outside my room again. I jumped up and went to my bedside, whatever it was outside my room, and finally reached the top of the stairs and stopped. I stood in awe for a few seconds, started to bang on my door, shaking the frame. Okay, I crouched and crawled under my bed. I was shaking whatever was out there. It took about 5 more seconds. It stopped. I removed my hands in front of my face to see what was going on. I looked left and right and saw nothing. I I looked at my TV screen to see that Mario was looking the opposite direction in the game, standing still in front of the final door. Mario put his hand on the door at the same time. I heard my door creak a little bit, so I was glad I'd locked it. Mario removed his hand and turned to the left to look at one final portrait. This is one I was not familiar with. I've not seen it in the game or in my real life. It's a picture of a television set. Mario put his hands into the portrait and began to ripple like the other portraits previously, going to a new level. When he touched it, my TV began to crinkle with static. Okay, so Mario's gonna come out of the TV. He's gonna the ring you. He's gonna the Ringu from famous movie Ringu. Okay. Can we stop? My parents. Oh wait, what did you? I ducked down under my shoulder. Okay, so you jumped out of the window and your house burned down. Okay, cool. I woke up that Wednesday in a hospital and saw my parents and the nurse next to me. The house had caught on fire and was done for. We would be living in a hotel for the next 2 weeks. Dog, what? Oh my god. What? They brought up Jeff. He had been playing down in his basement while his parents were away during the week, and now I didn't know if this is true, but the game told me that Jeff's parents had returned home to find Jeff under the steps leading. He, he killed himself? That's right. Jeff really killed himself. Oh no, he didn't. No, it wasn't suicide. Okay. He just had his eyes gouged out. I. What? Okay. This is amazing. I have read it a year ago and loved it so much that I came back to read it again. Nice work. Tasty pasta. This deserves a 1/10,000 out of 10. Ah, so you survived the encounter. No matter. We will send another personalized copy soon enough to give you the best Mario 64 experience. Oh, Metal Mario. That's Evil Mario, dude. We just we found Evil Mario in the wild. We did it. Okay. Well, that went way over time. I hope you all had fun. I'm sorry that the actual game hack thing was so short. I do have like a fun fan game that I remembered existed to play next week, so that will definitely take up all the stream and I will not finish it. So, yeah. Anyhow, uh, goodbye.